Not sure if we're live or not. Oh, and now we are live. Hey there, I'm Matt.
I'm Mom.
And we are ready to eat. We're coming at you for a round two or a second course of an MRE opening. Today we have a 2019 Russian Federation MRE that we'll be exploring. This is a 24-hour ration. This will be option number 2 from the 4 delicious options that they have available here.
It has about 3,900 calories, so that's quite a bit, but that's for a soldier that would be out in the field, enough calories to kind of sustain them for a whole day. Our expert that we talked to said that they vote in the Russian military. They don't necessarily eat the foods that we would normally eat in the United States. Like for breakfast, you might have oatmeal or cereal or eggs and bacon, things like that. So the foods that we're going to show you that can kind of be intermingled, I mean, they can have them for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and it looks like their majority of their calories, they try to focus those on a lunchtime meal.
Yeah, definitely the lunch portion here for the menu that we were given is significantly heavier, but we're gonna try a little bit of each of the little containers. We don't need to be throwing down 3,900 calories tonight, but we wanted to kind of see what they look like and what they taste like and kind of go from there. All right, so what do you got pulling out of there?
Well, the first 3 things in the box here are the 3 different kinds of entrees. And because they're all in Russian, we had those translated. The first one here, one of the first ones, we have beef goulash and tomato sauce. That's one of the entrees. Another one is chicken and vegetables. And then the last one, let me see here, is a roast and vegetable entree. So like I said before, they don't necessarily eat the foods that we would normally eat, think of breakfast. So they may eat one of these 3 entrees as part of their breakfast meal, or they may have things like, there's a lot of crackers in here, which they gave them 4 packs of crackers. That's quite a bit.
How many crackers are in each pack there?
It looks like 8 crackers in 4 packs. So, basically that's a substitute for bread. So that's something that they rely heavily on in their MRE pack.
Okay. So right here, get a little room, because there is surprisingly a lot of contents that they keep inside those. So it comes with a little pack of napkins. We've got our 3 entrees that we'll put over here. Okay. A bunch of crackers. We'll get there.
These are 4 different containers here. And one of them is, let's see here. I've got a cheese spread.
It's a little can of cheese spread.
And then there's a jelly spread. Let's see, that one starts with the N, this one here.
We have a jelly.
And then there is a vegetable spread, which that one's start with N also. That one's that one. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the last one, let me see here.
It's a chicken liver?
That is a chicken liver pate.
So that's the number one thing I'm a little apprehensive about, but adventurous enough to jump in and see how it tastes and all that.
Okay.
What else we got in here?
The next thing here is a, let's see what they're calling that. That is I
believe it's like a prune and nut bar. So this is kind of like an energy bar that you would get for like hiking or something like that.
Okay. Let's see what else we got here. And we had asked our expert, it's like there were several packs of sugar with only 4 different drinks in there. So you've got 1, 2, 3, 4 large packs of sugar and the small pack of sugar.
Which equals about 90 grams of sugar. So
okay.
This is not a little sugar.
And what he was saying is basically, for like normal 1 tea bag of a cup of tea, you would probably use 2 of these packs of sugar. So it's going to be very syrupy and very sweet. And so,
but with no cream. I guess it's just black coffee or black tea with a bunch of sugar and no cream like British people would have, or Americans would have their coffee.
And we have in the packets, there's 2 packets of tea and then 1 of coffee. So you've got those 3 drinks there. And then the third drink is this the one? Yes. This is the electrolyte one.
Kind of like a powdered Gatorade or something like that.
Okay, did you want to open this, put this in there?
Yeah.
Okay.
So we did do a little prep work so that we know how much these are guys are set to be mixed for. So this one, it's for 240 milliliters. So we've got that pre-measured out here. And it does come with 3 plastic spoons to match each of the entrees. So as you're toting around for the day.
So everything you're doing, everything you're eating, putting your jam on your crackers, eating one of the entrees, using the pate or the spreads, you're making everything happen with just these spoons. So you want to make sure you hang on to the spoons.
What does that smell like?
Very sweet. I don't know.
Kool-Aid.
Kool-Aid, okay.
So it's essentially a Kool-Aid pack that we have here. So we'll pop that in there.
You want to give it a little stir?
Absolutely. Let's give him a whirl.
Okay.
So since this is cold water, I don't know how quickly it'll dissolve, but we'll stir it around, let it set, and give it another little stir to.
And while he's stirring that, this is another packet here. It's apple jam. And since you have all those crackers there, that's another thing that you could put on your crackers there. So right there. Okay. All right.
One of the very few words I know in Russian is apple, and so it's yabloko.
That's a long word. And in addition to that, there's 2 little containers here, and it's, according to our experts, says it's something equivalent to the Nutella with the chocolate and hazelnut spread. So you've got 2 of those also, something else to put on the crackers, or maybe just to scoop out and eat on its own. So that's another 2 things right there. Okay.
Okay. All right.
Gonna give that a try.
Give it a sip. Yeah, it's just like a Crystal Light,
Okay.
or anything that you would have as like a regular drink mix. So I'm sure, given a lot of the savory, the little
Not
bit
too
sweet.
bad at all. Very fruity.
Yeah. So
Okay.
I think it's mixed berry is the flavor that it is.
Okay. Since you do have some entrees in there, you also have a little bit of seasoning. You have your pepper, 1 pepper, and 1 container of salt. So you have those 2 if you need that extra seasoning for your particular.
Given that these are preserved and prepared, I'm guessing there's a lot of salt, so you probably wouldn't need to add too much, but the pepper might be a good addition. As kind of like an after-dinner refresher, you do have these menthol chewing gum. Kind of feeling around in here. It feels like a chiclet gum. You got 3 of those.
Okay. And the other things in here are not necessarily to eat, but actually for preparing your meals and to get your water ready. There you go.
Okay. So these are water purification tablets. So we've got 3 of them here. Everything is entirely in Russian, so I'm assuming there's a quantity and duration of time that you would need to pop these in. Okay. So since we won't be enjoying those today, I'll put them off to the side here.
Okay, here's another.
So we have these very interesting looking matches. I believe they're weatherproof. But you can see they come with 6 matches as well as a striker. And I'm guessing if you're out there needing to start a little fire, these would be good. But the next item here is a little stove. There's a metal plate in there that you would bend up to allow air to get in, and then you would light one of these fuel tablets with your match, and then the meal would sit on top and get warmed up. Given that we are indoors and fire regulations and all that stuff, we won't be cooking these guys off like that today. We'll just be enjoying these guys cold, but you can have them cold or warm per the instructions that we have for them.
All of this food in this box here for the 24-hour period includes 111 grams of protein, 178 grams of fat, and 463 grams of carbohydrates. So you are getting a lot of everything on there. In addition to that, they provided
these are a couple of sanitation napkins as well as wipes. The wipe white one is for washing your hands, your face, your neck, and stuff like that. And then for sanitizing your utensils, you can use the green one, and you can also wipe down counter. So essentially, like a lighter disinfectant wipe. So you can put these back in your pack and keep going.
Okay. Let's see.
So we may need to see how those work out at the end of the meal.
Okay. Should we try some of the coffee or the tea?
Yeah, let's go ahead and get that brewing since that'll take a couple of minutes.
All right. We got one for the tea and then one for the coffee.
Okay. So we have this little packet of instant coffee that comes in this neat little pack here.
And according to our expert, this particular tea is a very dark tea. So depending on how you like your tea, you may want to add a little bit more water. But we'll start out with, kind of a standard amount. Smells good.
It's a rich tea.
Mm-hmm. All right, then we'll add some water. And we when to stop.
About 8 ounces, so probably right there.
Okay. And then I'll do the same with the tea here. And since we're going to kind of do it the way this, our expert said that we should enjoy our tea, we're going to let this brew for just a few moments here. It says not less than 1 minute, but
About
between 2 and 4 minutes?
Yeah, from the back of the package it says about 2 and 4.
Okay, and we've got some sugar here, so we're gonna indulge this coffee and this tea just the way that they recommend.
Oh, we're gonna put both packets
Well,
in?
I'm gonna try with one first to see, because I already think that's gonna be pretty sweet for my taste.
I'll err on the lighter side. I'll use this 10-gram packet for just the
Are
coffee.
you saying you're not very
I'm
adventurous?
saying I'm not as adventurous as you. That's
Okay.
what it is.
All right, well, I know this is less than the 2 minutes, but I'm gonna go ahead and, let's see here. Do we have a napkin or something? Or one of those packets there I can lay this on?
Yeah. Go ahead. Throw that on the
Okay,
tomato packet.
all right. And I'm gonna put my sugar in there and see what I come up with.
And one kind of the neat things about this is not cane sugar. This is actually beet sugar. It's a lot more popular in Europe because of the attainability of it, whereas you would have a lot of cane sugar in I guess Hawaii, Caribbean, things like that.
I'm gonna stir your coffee too,
Go
okay?
for it.
I'm gonna let those cool down. Maybe we can start on one of those entrees there. Let
Okay.
these cool down a little bit.
Let's see. I'll say we do this closest one to me. So this is going to be a beef goulash in a tomato sauce. So we're going to go ahead and open them up here.
And are you just gonna try to eat that cold, or are you gonna try to heat that up in any way?
Given the resources available to us, we're just going to try a spoonful of this cold. But when I enjoy this the next day or two from now to finish it off, I'll probably try to warm it up, just get the full experience.
Okay.
A lot of the MRE videos that I've seen, whenever you're opening these up, especially if they're past date or older, you want to listen for a hiss to ensure that they're firmly they're packed. So, oh, well, we had a little, not quite a hiss, but it did pop out the side there, so that's a good sign.
Okay. You want to stir that up a little bit?
Probably.
I'm assuming that's a little, is that fat there?
Um,
Now, which one is this?
Well, it's tomato sauce. This is the beef goulash with tomato sauce.
Oh, it smells good.
Doesn't smell bad, that's for sure. Yeah.
I'm gonna get a taste here. Oh, it's got, the chunks of meat are pretty big.
Yeah, they are, aren't they?
Mm-hmm. Let's see here.
Let's see if I can bring it up a little closer. All right.
Oh, wow.
Is it good?
It's actually really good. Mm-hmm. It's like the spicing is just right. I don't think you're going to need any salt or pepper on that, definitely. I think the flavor would definitely be enhanced.
Oh.
It's kind of like a beef
Not bad at all.
stew. That's what it reminds me of. It
Yeah,
tastes-
it's like a dingy moor.
yeah, like that. So that's pretty tasty.
I wouldn't be too unhappy having something like that.
Okay. So we're going to close that one out.
Yeah, giving that guy a shot.
All right, so since the crackers play such a big part in this meal, Maybe we can open one of these up and try some of the different spreads. What do you think about that?
Yeah, let's go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I was interested to try the cheese spread early on when we were looking through the pack here. So let me open up this cheese here. I'm pretty sure this will be a yellow cheese of some sort. I was a gambling man. Oh. I was wrong. It's kind of a white cheese.
Although they've only provided spoons into this entire box here, we're actually going to use a knife here to make it just a little bit easier.
Okay. So it's definitely a kind of cheese that's processed to be very stable for traveling around. This is very formed.
Okay.
So.
Okay. All right.
Is it mild? Is it full of flavor?
The cheese is pretty mild, and the crackers are very, let's say, bland, so that you could eat them with anything that was not salt. They're not salty at all.
Yeah, we're in the middle of the road.
Pretty good though. Oh, okay. Put my cracker aside. What
I
else?
wouldn't even be able to tell you that was cheese.
Should we try the vegetable spread on that or the jelly spread?
Let's do the jelly.
Okay, that would be this one here. Okay.
They're kind of hard to open.
Oh, this one's bent a little bit.
That's the cheese spread there. Wow, that beef one was really good.
Well, let's see here.
Oh.
I'm making a mess of this.
Well, at least we know it's packed and sealed well, so.
Okay, there we go. Okay, I
All
didn't
right.
open it the whole way, but
That's all right. That's,
you want to just use half a cracker?
thank you. Again, like the cheese, this is very formed and solid for the container. So that'll be for me. I'm going to do a little
I'll just take a little one.
corner here.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see what we got going on. So we know it's jelly, but I'm not really sure what type of jelly that is.
It's good. Apple
Is that
and
apricot?
strawberry, maybe apricot. It's good.
No, not bad.
Really good.
It's not super sweet either.
Definitely giving you a lot of sugar for energy. Do you want to try maybe the protein bar here?
So this will be a premium nut bar. So we'll go ahead and crack open that. See how that guy tastes.
Well, I think our coffee and our tea should be ready, so maybe we can enjoy those with this.
Okay. We're having kind of I guess by an American diet, we have some of the sweeter things like jellies and crackers to start your day, and a little coffee and tea as well.
Can you do one of those?
Okay.
Tastes more like raisins.
Like a big formed raisin.
With some nuts in it.
No, that's a healthy bar.
Actually pretty good.
All right.
Okay, we tried everything. Let's see here.
Cool. Let's try our coffee and tea that we started here.
Oh, that's really good. It doesn't taste too sweet for some strange reason.
No?
No.
Well, I wonder if that type of sugar is
Less
different than
sweet?
cane sugar, maybe?
Pretty good.
I've never been a fan of instant coffee, but it's not too bad.
Try that.
Yeah, give that a whirl.
Give that a try.
Oh, it smells good.
Actually, not too bad. Is there any others that you want to try? Do you want to try some of the Nutella?
That's surprising.
Or not Nutella, but hazelnut and chocolate spread?
Well, I'm sure hazelnut chocolate spread is a lot cheaper than Nutella, so that's what we got here. But we'll give him a whirl. I think you might be able to just dunk it in.
Okay. I'll leave your cracker there then.
I can find a corner. There we are. Ooh,
Oh,
it's like
yeah.
gooey.
Very chocolatey, huh? There you, I'll take that here. Okay.
Right there?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give that a dunk there.
Okay, we'll try a little bit of that. Wow, it's very rich.
Does it make you a Nutella fan?
It tastes kind of like cherry and chocolate.
Cherry and chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's exactly what it is.
Mhm.
It tastes like those things you get at Christmas with the Marciano cherry
Oh,
inside.
the
And the chocolate
cordials, the cherry
cordials. That's exactly what it tastes like.
Yes. Actually, really good. Is there anything else you want to try, or you just want to?
Let's see. Let's go ahead and try one of these other
Okay.
entrees.
Which ones that say, so I can look it up and tell you what that is.
I don't know if we did the cheat sheet for these guys.
I think we did. Let's see. Oh,
Well, we're just going to open up this guy because we
It's
know it's
either-
either.
chicken and vegetable entree, or
That's the other one.
chicken. Let's see.
There was a pate.
Roasted vegetable.
Oh, roasted vegetables. That's right. So a lot of protein in these guys that you're getting. This looks like it's the chicken with rice pilaf.
Yes.
You can see the grains of rice in there.
Let you use my spoon here. Get one of those napkins.
Yeah. They aren't very generous on the napkins. You've got essentially a folded over piece of toilet paper.
I guess you've always got your sleeve, right?
That's right. All right.
Wow, it's a little bit harder. Oops.
Oh. Get you a chip out of there. Not so much on that one.
Not so much for me. Chicken is definitely the chicken and vegetables.
It's very dry.
Mm-hmm. It might taste better once that's heated.
Yeah, I mean, I think if it got heated, all the different ingredients here would kind of break down and it'd be a bit more
Savory.
a bit savory and like more soupy, easier to scoop up. But yeah, it's just a little bland. So maybe that's where you would throw in a little pepper on there to kick it up a bit.
And after you've enjoyed all this big meal, you have your mint afterwards.
So you probably, that's why they give you 3. So when you finish your beef goulash and all your other goodies, you'll have a nice fresh breath. And you have your chicken and rice pilaf. You'll have fresh breath after that and fresh for the rest of the day. Let's see. Which one else should we try? Let's try this apple guy here. So this is I guess kind of like an apple jelly spread. It feels pretty thick, so we might be able to do it out of a corner here onto another cracker.
Put it on a napkin.
Yeah.
And spread it around a little bit.
Yeah. So it's a very thick paste. It's essentially the consistency of applesauce, but it's thicker. So I'll let you guys
Okay.
try him. I'll grab another one for myself.
It's pretty good. Kind of tastes like the filling of like a Nutri-Grain bar. Pretty good.
Yeah, it smells like it too.
Mm-hmm. Excuse me. One of the reasons that we like to do these MRE things, I know it's like kind of odd, it's like we're not in the military or anything like that, but
Oh,
it's kind of interesting.
anymore.
Kind of interesting to learn about other countries and kind of what their standard standard thing for eating is, as far as like the military or just just knowing a little bit about another country. It's kind of interesting, and that's like we why we wanted to kind of share it with you.
Yeah. When looking through a lot of the available MREs, a lot of the U.S. ones were very typical dishes. Macaroni with some sort of pasta sauce, Santa Fe chicken and rice and things like that. And so with looking at a different country's MRE, it's definitely a very different thing than you would expect in American rations. It's not as sweet as you would probably get in your typical thing with Starburst or M&Ms in an American ration. And it seems like a lot of the items are simpler. There's still a process to make them stable for this format, but they're a jelly, a simple cheese, a chocolate and cherry spread. So far, I'm liking it.
And also for next month, you have to stay tuned because next month we're going to have an MRE from
Lithuania. We're able to find a couple of interesting ones online. So Lithuania will definitely be another one kind of outside of the range and stuff like that.
So if this is something you're interested in, stay tuned, and maybe we can find some others from other places that are kind of interesting or maybe even more different. So
yeah, there's Estonia, there's places in South America, because almost every army or military across the globe has their own unique MRE and food choices, and then multiple options within that same thing, because this is just option number 2 of a potential 4 different meals. So let's keep cracking in. What else we got here?
are you going to open them all?
Yeah, we'll open them all, and then we'll probably pack them up after we film here. So
Okay.
Let's see. I guess we'll bite the bullet and get the chicken liver pate, which is, yeah, this is the one you have the cheat sheet for.
Okay, let's see here. Okay, that's, yeah, that one there.
All right, so here's the can here. So let's go ahead and open them up. Over here. Oh, there's not like a. Oh,
I hope you don't mind, but I'm going to stand up for just a moment.
Sure. The sticker had kind of gotten folded over the tab here, but we should be good to go. While I'm doing this, do you mind opening up another pack of crackers?
Sure, you can do that.
Ah, they love our shirts, and we're getting cheered on about the liver.
The liver's good for you. Oh,
That looks like I thought it'd be.
somebody may have someone in their household that would enjoy the liver.
So, a very dense, full container of chicken livers. So let's, I guess nothing to it.
I will be brave. I like kind of liverwurst, liver pate.
All right, let's see. Oh, it's soft. I wasn't expecting that.
You probably even add some cheese to that. It might even kind of add to it.
You got to be a purist in this one.
Oh, okay.
We'll do about the same amount for you. And I'm sure it's plenty good. Whenever they compile these menus and lists items, they're very heavily scrutinized to appeal to the broadest group of people. So,
Well, obviously they don't want to make their soldiers unhappy.
yeah, because
Yeah.
if you're unhappy and hungry, you're not winning any battles or wars.
Tastes just like liverwurst. It's really good.
I've never had liverwurst.
So good.
Oh,
It's good. I'll try it with some cheese.
yeah, it's just like a vaguely meaty product.
Mm-hmm. Really good. I definitely think the cheese would add to it.
Yeah. Well, the cheese itself is a little bland, but I don't think it would hurt. Let's see. Yeah, I'm still pretty much overwhelmed by the chicken liver, just because this isn't very powerful, but if this was like a cheddar or something like that,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, something good. A bit chicken liver.
Okay,
That's
what's
good.
the other one here? Let's see, this must be the vegetable spread. Yes, this one here. It's the vegetable spread. We'll give that a little bit of a try here.
Some fresh crackers here.
Not sure why I'm having such difficulty opening these. Oops, I'll let you open it. All right.
As much as my white chairs would love a vegetable spread on them, well,
I think you better be careful there. Looks like a little bit more liquidy.
yeah, it's got like an oil with it too.
Mhm.
This smells really
I think
good.
I'm just gonna use a little cracker and dip it in there.
Go for it. Smells like yams. Whoops. Oh,
It tastes like carrots.
carrots?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that's kind of the
Mhm.
primary vegetable?
That's what it tastes like to me.
Oh, it's really soft.
Mm-hmm. I think some liverwurst would be good on that. Some liver pate.
Yeah, it's like cooked and pureed carrots.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. The cracker, there's a lot of spreadable things here, so.
And I, if you're thinking about being creative, you can always mix some of the jams with the cheese, like Matt tried with the liver pate and the cheese and a little bit of the vegetable spread. It just depends on how creative you want to be, and
Stick it in. Okay. I think the only thing we really got left here to kind of finish up our video so far, everything's been good to go. Is we have this one last guy who is a beef roast.
whoops, excuse me.
It's a homemade beef roast is what it's labeled as. So I'll try this guy out. So you got a pack of crackers.
Mm-hmm. But we're just gonna eat that with a spoon, right?
Oh yeah. Oh, that's good.
Mm-hmm. A lot of vegetables in there. It's a tiny roast with vegetables.
It's adorable. It's almost like what you would get on like an airplane.
Yeah,
Like on a
like
little.
they used to do, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So
It's a roast with vegetables.
it's a little roast there. So should be
Okay.
pretty good.
I'll try that. I'll try it
Yeah.
first here.
Go for it.
Just like some
Look at
potato
you
there.
dig it in.
Look at that potato there. Some tomato.
I guess the roast is a bit like pureed.
That's really good. That's actually good.
It's really good.
Yeah, I'm surprised. I thought it was going to be either bland or odd tasting, but it actually tastes really good.
I was thinking it was going to be more like stew, like very watery,
Mhm.
but there's definitely plenty of spice in there, peppers and all that.
Something else to go with your crackers.
So of our 3 entrees, how would you rate them? I would put definitely the chicken pilaf at the bottom.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'd put this at the first, the beef goulash second, and then the rice pilaf third.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And was pleasantly surprised by the chicken liver pate.
And the tea. Oh my gosh, so good.
Another,
I'll have to about look to see if I can get that here because it's very good.
yeah, there's a Russian store by us that might have that
Or
there.
maybe it's the sugar that's making it taste so good. It's actually yummy.
Okay, I think the only thing we have left here.
Just to clean up our hands. Do we need to clean up our hands?
We do need to clean up our hands and enjoy one of our menthol chewing gum.
Okay, here. Let's see here. There you go. You have that one.
Thank you.
And I will get one here.
Since we were going to be using this on our hand, we're getting 2 white packets. There's not really a
No smell?
It's kind of like a cloth.
It doesn't feel oily or anything.
Oh.
Wipe my face off. My hands.
One of the good things about the MRE pack is that it has a resealable Ziploc bag type of construction on it right here. So as you're traveling around for the day, you eat out your allotted meal for breakfast or lunch or dinner. You're able to put this back in, and I'm guessing would have some other functionalities for holding water if you found yourself in a situation where you had to be a bit more resourceful.
And also, since this is aluminum foil here, if you didn't eat everything, it wouldn't be too hard to actually try to close that up.
Yeah.
and save it for later if you
Try
weren't hungry or
crimp
you
it,
just
or-
decided that you wanted to save it for later.
Okay. Oh,
Now try that.
and our last
All
little
right.
bit here is our chewing gum to see how these guys.
Oh, it's round.
Oh. All right, well, make sure that it's chewable that you were. Okay. So very
Very
menthol.
Menthol, yeah.
There's not so much.
So you'll have
spearmint.
fresh breath. So after you've eaten your goulash or your liver pate, and you need to speak to your comrade.
Good choice of words. All right. Well, we want to thank everybody. I see that we had some pretty good attendance tonight. So thanks for kind of walking through and exploring the MRE from the Russian Federation. Again, we'll be hopefully putting off another video in just a few weeks with a Lithuanian pack, and we'll kind of break it down and see what all's available. I'm Matt.
I'm Mom.
And
We're ready to eat.